In September 2024, I cycled over 1,400 kilometres down the Rhine River for 3 weeks to explore how local actions to restore and protect the river can benefit our ocean. Join me on this 9-part series where I explore different topics with local people along the river that are driving positive change. At around 570 kilometres into my journey, I reached the city of Strasbourg, where I met with Dr. David Eschbach, who is the project manager of alluvial functionality at the Rohrschollen Island Nature Reserve. Despite there being tangible benefits for the ocean, the Rohrschollen Island Nature Reserve was not designed with the ocean in mind. Yet, more connected planning across the river catchment could help efforts to monitor and understand the benefits of restored and connected river ecosystems all the way from the Alpine River to the coasts and the ocean. One of the major issues facing fish migration upstream is a high river flow, which results from the straightening of the river, which was done for inland shipping, as well as the barriers which have been built across the river, which include artificial dams for hydroelectric power generation. It's not only the fish that are affected. These developments have also had a significant and detrimental impact on the natural flow and sedimentation processes within the river, which have caused loss of ecosystems that once supported biodiversity all along the river. Initiatives are underway by local authorities to try to restore the natural river function, such as at the Rohrschollen Island Nature Reserve, which is situated southeast of Strasbourg city in France.
It is a restoration project try to restore the functionality, so not just the habitats or just vegetation or animals, but they try to improve the hydromorphological processes in a river. So it just work in the quantity of the water we input in the island, and that's all. Just to try to improve the hydromorphological processes. I think it's enough to improve the habitats and to develop the habitats and habitat which be benefit for evolution of all the life in the floodplain.
Mm-hmm. Using maps of the old river before it was straightened, combined with maps of the current river channels, David and his team have engineered a project that simulates the natural flooding processes of the river to give nature space.
We try to reconstruct the historic evolution of the site in order to find the good way to restore. So if we use the story, we learn a lot about the site. For example, you can cross the evolution of the site and the engineering work, the main period of engineering work in the Rhine. And the story tells us where is the good way to restore in the natural reserve. We know actually that this is the good way to restore ecosystem, hydrosystem. This is the good way to improve ecosystemic services, and actually we try all technical people on engineering, we work in restoration projects in a large river. We try to go in this way, so to restore the functionality and not just to restore directly the habitats of vegetation. We try to understand what is the better for the river, and I think it's a good way to make the better for the ocean and the sea and all the water in the planet.
Working with nature and enabling natural ecosystems to become established improves water quality, which can support species like migratory fish populations, and it also reduces pollution that would otherwise have made its way into the ocean.
The first one is its benefit because in this project we can improve ecosystemic services, especially around the water quality. And if we improve water quality here, it's benefit for the ocean. And the second idea is to try to improve the flooding period during the summer. During the summer, it's very hot in Strasbourg city, and maybe if we input some water in the island during summer, we can make the temperature cooler in Strasbourg city. So it's a benefit not directly for the ocean, but for the local climate. If we can improve the connection between upstream and downstream the river, I think it will be benefit for all actors around the river. Because if a local action have a benefit for global objective, it will be nice to know it. We say in geomorphology it's solidarity between upstream and downstream. I think with the actor, it's the same. We need solidarity between people upstream and people downstream. Here in the Rhine River, it's very difficult to work with the true side of the river because it's a long story between the Germany and the France, and this kind of projects, I think it's a good way to connect two sides of the river. We need to do it, erase the boundaries between the country, and I think it's a good way to work. In this kind of project, it's very important for us to work with Germany. We need it. We try to understand each project and to connect different peoples around the restoration project and in the French side of the Rhine. We try to connect people in Germany too, and in order to make sense in the restoration scopes.
As for many of the people that work to improve the river, David is motivated by more than just improving this section of the river.
I think it's my little contribution to a better planet for tomorrow. It's just my little contribution.
Actions coordinated by city councils and organisations like the ICPR and the WWF go a really long way for protecting and restoring river functioning, but widespread systems change also requires a cultural shift, and everyone can play a part of this. So you can tune in next time to hear from Hanneke Schoenhaus, a small-scale organic German wine producer, on her efforts to build a sustainable and ethical local business for the benefit of her community and the natural environment.